Say we're live. Hi, everybody. It's Be Encouraged. My name's Lee Bailey. I'm your host, and today's a day of encouragement. It is Hump Day, so that's kind of an encouragement in and of itself because that means the weekend is only 2 days away. But let's make the best of the week. Wednesday. Let's do this, folks. It's coming up. It's a good show. Be encouraged. I got some updates, and we'll be asking for your prayers today. Stay tuned.
Check this.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little groggy. Sorry, had a good time last night. Drove to Winchester, Stephen City, to the family drive-in and saw Casting Crowns. And this is their album, their newest album, Only Jesus. It was a great show. I was excited. I very rarely, I've been to a few concerts. All kinds. I've been everything from Billy Joel to Chicago to Chris Tomlin to Stephen Curtis Chapman to the Casting Crowns a few times, actually. And so exciting stuff. They're a good band. They have a great time. Good testimonies. My man Mark Hall, I tell you what, he's a songwriter, blessed and anointed, no doubt. Anyway, so it's exciting that we had a good time last night. My daughter and my wife and I, and it was at the drive-in in Stephen City, the family drive-in. So everyone was in their cars. Everyone stayed 6 feet. There was when you were walking around, if you were near people or whatever, it was something that you could, just feel safe. You felt safe there. I went and got shirts. Normally, I don't do that. I also bought, check this out, y'all. I got a Casting Crowns rubber band. That's because it was holding these two together. This is their new album, Only Jesus. Some good songs on here. Nobody with Matthew West. It's a good song. And then a Greatest Hits, a Casting Crowns Greatest Hits album. And let me read you some of the songs, y'all, that all of them I've heard. And If We Are the Body, Only Jesus, Praise You in the Storm. So Only Jesus comes from the new album, but it's on the Greatest Hits. Just Be Held, Glorious Day, Life Song, Oh My Soul, Who Am I, Until the Whole World Hears, One Step Away, East to West, Broken Together, Courageous, Thrive, God of All My Days, and Voice of Truth. And it doesn't have my favorite song, but that's okay. I always like odd songs off of albums. My favorite song is from the album Altar to the Door, and it's what is it? Altar the Door, and the song is Stuck in the Middle, or I should know that, but I'm blanking. It's Stuck in the Middle. That's what it is. So yeah, it's a good song. One of my favorites. I also like Altar to the Door, the song of the album. What's all this yawning? Well, because I was out late. Didn't get home till, let's see, we left after midnight. So, yeah, it was definitely home and to bed immediately. So that was exactly how that worked out. Now, I sent a little request to one of my all-time favorite people now, who I haven't even known that long, but he will always be on my list. And that's Clark Crawford. So I invited him to join me today because of just how much fun the casting crowns were, and I'm on that kick a little bit. Tura Arsala, his 3 paid internships. That is awesome, Tura Arsala. So you can start throwing some money towards more joy. It's granted, not granted. Always follow your dreams and never give up. Just keep on going until you succeed. And Tura is succeeding. That is fantastic, Tura. Congratulations. And because, even though there's a picture, but because he took off his little circle that goes around his profile, I will put it up. My life is super awesome, dude. I have 3 awesome paid internships. Life is awesome. Don't take anything for granted. Always follow your dreams. Never give up. Just keep on going until you succeed. Good advice from Tura. Tura Lura. Anyway, that's my Tura. He's a good guy. A good fella. We have several people watching today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please let us know. Like and share the program. And let us know that you're there. That would be a big boost for me, especially if it's people who I love dearly and they're not telling me they're watching, even for the shortest period of time. I would love it if you would just like and share. It's up there in the front. Sorry. There it is. So do that if you get an opportunity. All right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to call for a few prayers for me because I'm you know, what do I say? Selfish. That's it. That's the word. Selfish, I meant. Went to the doctor yesterday. That's why I didn't have my 11 o'clock show yesterday. In case you happened to tune in and didn't see me, I was at the doc's office. The doctor said that we're waiting on results from a biopsy that they took from me last week. And so far, no results on the biopsy. Maybe I might have them, actually. This is the reason I was trying to access my chart. But 90% sure, my doctor, is that it's PLT or something like that, which is like a pulmonary lymphatic something. And anyway, it's a form of cancer, but it's not an aggressive form of cancer. It's very treatable. And in fact, almost all the time they treat it. A little chemo, some antibiotics, or no, not antibiotics. They take me off some of my immunosuppressants. Those of you who are watching who've never known, I had a double lung transplant a little over a year ago, June 5th last year. And so I'm on all kinds of immunosuppressants. I'm one of those high risker. That's where I wear my mask everywhere I go. And yeah, so because of that, they will take me off some suppressants so that my body can fight it, which is something that my body can do. And most people don't get this cancer because their bodies, who have normal immune systems, it can't do anything to them because their immune systems can kill it. But mine's not, so they're going to let it. And just yawning today. I don't know what it's all about. But yeah, so it's going to be a good time. I mean, it's going to be easy to take care of with your prayers. I will look forward to, we have a new comment here from Tura also. Tura, my commenter. I'd love to hear and see some comments from somebody other than Tura, who happens to be watching. I also really, really, really want you to like and share. That would be awesome. You don't have to share, okay? If you don't want to share, if you think this show sucks and you don't want to share it with anybody, then just hit the like button or the love button or the hate button, whichever button you like. And so I know who's out there. And if you hit the hate button, I will definitely send you a message. But it'll be a message like, why? Tell me what I need to do. I'll make it better just for you. That was a little like writing a song. Tell me. Never mind. So yeah, that's the plan moving forward as far as that's the one thing that we have to do. They want me to go get all my shots, my vaccinations. Of course, I'm going to go do that. There's going to be time for taking out. Let me see. What else is it here? There's another situation with tomorrow, some from yesterday. I have a whole list of things I'm supposed to do. Make a lot of appointments. My heart is not squeezing, as the doctor said, as hard as it normally should be. So they want me to check that out. My heart, though, got the clean bill of health before all of this lung stuff. So heart should be in okay shape. The lungs were actually beaten up on the heart, and I appreciate another love button from Cheryl Bailey. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. No relation, but wouldn't mind if there was. She's a very sweet lady. Pretty, too. Mm-hmm. But all the Baileys are gorgeous. Next up is... maybe she commented, too. I think she did. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. And Tura, thank you for praying for me, too. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Just a few prayers. Like I said, I'm selfish. Want y'all to pray for me. And let me tell you a couple of jokes. That was what we promised in the thing, right? What's the best thing about Switzerland? Well, actually, I don't know. But the flag is a big plus. That's not funny. Oh, by the way, this is something I had to tell you. I invented a new word, plagiarism. Yeah, you get that? I like to explain jokes. Plagiarism is actually not a new word, but I stole it and said it was mine. Funny, huh? Okay. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? I don't like negative stuff either. He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. You get it? It's on the chart. The zero, positive numbers this way, the negative numbers this way. So he'll stop at zero to avoid them. It's pretty good. I tell my son, watch him groan. Dad, why do we tell actors to break a leg? Because every play has a cast. All right, there's your jokes for the day. Well, one more. Sorry, hold on. Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar. Get out of here, said the bartender. We don't serve your type. That's racist, dude. Come on, man. And now I'm making fun of racism. That's just wrong on all counts. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to watch the program today. I appreciate it, Cheryl. You know we're all beautiful. And yeah, so there's your 5 jokes for the day. Your 5. I need to give you another one, don't I? I think I need to give you another one. Let's see. All right. All right, that's just a video. I don't want a video. Uh-oh. That's not good. Here we go. That's a penny. Here we go. Knock, knock. Who's there? Control freak. Okay, now you say control freak who? Yeah, whatever. I don't know what that's supposed to be all that. I do get it. You hear about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. Oh, that sounds like a good idea for a restaurant, doesn't it? Hi, have a seat. Thank you. We'll bring your meals right out. What? No, this is a restaurant, so you don't have to think. You just come in, you sit down, we serve you. We just serve you. We go back in the back and we say, yeah, I think they'd like this. And we make a plate and bring it out to you. Wouldn't that be, I wonder if that would work. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that would work? What would happen? Would you go? Would you go to a restaurant? Now, and I'm talking about nice meals. I'm not talking about like a boot with cheese on it, Omelette fromage. That's an omelet with cheese, by the way. In French, because I speak French. No, it's not like a Wiener Schnitzel. Komm mal. Jawohl. You wouldn't do that, huh, Cheryl? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Pat Malone, my prayers to you and your family, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not going to put that on the air, exactly what happened, Tora, because, well, since you're publicizing it, I don't know if he wants it publicized. Except you probably heard that on his Facebook. Yeah, so, Cheryl, you wouldn't do that, huh? See, I mean, or you could fix it to say, tell us what you don't like, right? Give us your don't likes, and we will prepare you a meal without don't likes. All right. Like, absolutely, you walk in and you say, I absolutely don't want eggplant, and I absolutely don't want lima beans. Okay. So what would you say? Would you go to that kind of restaurant? I want to go to the restaurant called Karma. You get what you deserve. But, snails. Well, you would say, see, Cheryl, you would say, we come to your table, said we would like to, we would like to have a meal tonight. And the guy said, the waiter says, well, what would you like us to make sure we don't put on your plate? And you could say snails. I don't want snail. I don't want grasshopper. But I mean, they can have a whole list of stuff that we don't serve unless requested. And that could be a list on that. Would it still be Karma then, though? See, I think there's adventurous people out there that would actually come in, sit down. It's, it's not expensive. It's $15 a meal, which means a salad, an appetizer, a salad, and a meal, or a soup, whichever. I think that would be freaking cool, wouldn't you? And you tell people at each table, don't tell people what the soup is. Don't tell people what the soup is. A long list, huh? Well, you know what, Cheryl? I've seen those things that people put them up on the memes that say, give yourself 1 point for everything you've never had, never eaten. And I always have to put down, I've eaten it, but I won't eat it again if I can help it, ever. And that's lima beans. However, I had them cooked with succotash, and they were cooked steamed perfectly. And they didn't taste so bad. But when I was a kid, peas and lima beans, ick. Did not like peas and lima beans. Now I tolerate them. Peas I can just swallow like pills. That's why I can swallow pills, because I used to have to swallow peas because I couldn't stand biting into them. They were gross. Anyway, I don't like the taste either. Like pea soup, people go, well, you don't have to bite into pea soup. Lentil soup. Yeah, it tastes like, no, thank you. Some people love it. Oh, lentil soup, so good. And I'm like, please, my gag reflex not working too good today. Green bean. Well, see, I like what I call rainbow green beans. There's a children's program they have here at our church that we go to, and my color adjustment is changing on my. Well, I saw something blinking in the background. Yeah, and they make the green beans and they steam them, and so they're al dente. They got a nice little crispy bite to them, but they're hot. And that's the kind of green beans I like. And they're also fresh green beans, not in the can. Can't do that. Some of the fresh green beans that are frozen, if you steam those are okay. But the green beans in the can, I've eaten them, when I need to get some green in, but I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. If I could avoid them, I would. I put it this way, if I was going through a buffet and they had the stewed canned green beans, I would not put it on my plate. That's for sure. I'd rather have cauliflower or broccoli or something like that. We're sitting here talking about food. It can be encouraging to have the right food. I am actually putting myself on a new diet, and my nutrition goddess Linda is going to be guiding me through. And, because I lost a whole lot of weight before I had. Hello, Carrie. How are you, Carrie? We were just talking about food, Carrie. What kind of food is your least favorite? If you were, this is how I say this. If you were on a buffet line and there was a pan of all the different kinds of foods, which ones would you pass up? But I want to know which ones would you pass up on the buffet line. But if you're a guest at someone's house and they put it on the table in the plate in front of you, would you eat it in that case because you can tolerate it? But if you were on a buffet line, you would say, yeah, no. We were just discussing the fact that canned green beans for me, I'm not gonna fish that out. Even though sometimes they have that maple bacon in there. I've been known to pull some of the bacon pieces off and put them on my plate. That's just wrong, but I've done it. So Cheryl says as a kid, she'd slip them under the table to the dog. He would eat green beans? That's a good dog. That's a good dog. Yeah, man. That's called the vacuum dog. We used to have one of those. Anything you dropped on the floor, done. It's up. You can't even reach over and pick it up. I don't care what it was. That's why you had to be careful because he would. That's his job. He just walked around to the table, sucking stuff up, boy. Mm-hmm. So Carrie Crawford says she loves fish, but not from a buffet. I got you on that. Fish for me has to be made in my house. I don't really even like it. No, that's not true. I have had some good fish in some fish restaurants. I love Legal Seafood. They have really good haddock, or when it's fresh, whatever their fresh is. I like going to Legal Seafood, though. And I never used to be a big fish fan. But if I filleted a nice flounder, or, we would also fillet croakers. We catch them in Virginia Beach off the beach. We go fishing, beach fishing. And then my cousin's husband taught me how to clean a fish. And, a lot of people would say, oh, that's gross. But it's fun, man. It's easy, and it's not that gross. Take the head off, slice it down from its cuckoo, and just pull the membrane out. All the guts come straight off. It's really good. I know it's not breakfast or lunch, so everybody can hear that and not be offended or not get sick. Please like and share, Carrie. You haven't liked and shared, baby. Come on. I know you can do it. You really? That's funny. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't even say this. You may like farm-raised catfish, but fresh catfish out of a lake or something, ain't no way I'm eating it. Do you know what catfish eat? Everything. Everything. Just like pigs. But I like pork. Mostly because the farm-raised pork doesn't eat. It's not like wild boar that eat everything. But yeah, no. I don't eat catfish. It's just I've caught catfish and I love fishing and I love fishing for catfish. And if anybody doesn't know how to do that, the best way I learned this from this Korean guy, awesome, and carp also, because they also eat everything. In fact, you're normally not allowed to keep carp because they are in lakes to clean up the trash and the junk, but so are the catfish. Anyway, so you take a piece of white bread and you mold it into a real tight ball. You know, they do that when they're real starchy. And you put that on your hook and you tighten it around your hook. Then you have a big fat, heavy sinker, and you cast that sucker out in the lake. Goes all the way to the bottom. The bread will float up like this, and here he comes. Nails it. And then you got yourself a catfish. Yeah, except for it's been down there eating fish doo-doo for the last how many ever years. Anyway. Bacon. We love some bacon. Really, Carrie, that's so funny. Because green beans, I mean, I just never thought of a dog eating green beans unless they were the kind. Hey, Dave Royal. Oh, Carrie still hasn't liked it. I thought when that like went up there, it was going to be Carrie, but it's Dave Royal. Hi, Dave Royal. Royal. Dave Royal. Appreciate you tuning in today. Hope you can be encouraged today. God bless you and hope everything goes well today for you. What tastes like river water? Catfish? I don't mind. Well, yeah, drinking it. I wouldn't drink river water. But I like wading in the river, and I also like Shenandoah, going down the river on your tubes. And everybody goes out for like 8 hours tubing, right? Just all day long, tubing along. Got a tube full with a cooler and sodas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sodas. In the cooler, but everybody's drinking. There's sodas. As we're going down the Shenandoah River, but no one ever goes over to the side and gets out of the river to go to the bathroom. Ever think about that? Yeah, sorry to put that in your brain right now, but you know, yes, like I said, I understand. Cheryl said her dog ate everything, probably why it rolled when it walked. Well, my dog was in pretty good shape, but he would eat any scrap. You know why he was in good shape? Because he wasn't, this is funny. He wasn't an eater. In other words, we didn't feed him, once or twice a day. We kept his bowl full, and he just ate when he was hungry. So his bowl stayed full of dry food. All you people buying your freaking fancy feast crap. You're just spoiling your dogs. They're not people, but they are sweet and they're nice and we love them and they're part of the family. Yeah. I get that, but they're not people. So no need to get freaky when it comes to feeding them and all that stuff. Oi, good morning. Thank you, sir. Actually, if you look here, it says a concert I went to last night. Only Jesus. And it's got a nice crown there, of course. It's from the Casting Crowns. They are a band. I'm not sure if you've heard of them before, but they're really good. Yeah, in fact, I love them. I love listening to them, love hearing them, love listening to their music. It's quite good, actually. That's my English accent for the day. Might be misconstrued as another type of accent. I'm not sure. But perhaps Glenn can tell me where it seems I'm from. Leicester. I don't know. You know the other word I can't say? Worcester. I can say it because I know how to say it. Someone taught me. I'm glad I'm making you laugh, Cheryl. Worcester. I remember one time I was sitting at the Senate, and I was the guy who was testing the mics for the host. And was that Ireland? No, that's a little more of this kind of voice, I don't know. I think I was trying to do that's definitely Ireland. Yeah, what I'm doing now, right? But before I was just doing what I thought was English. Although the English, you don't say English like that unless you're Irish, or you could be a bit of Scot. Glenn, that's one of my favorite guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn joining us all the way from England. We appreciate him. He's got a great book out there, and there's nothing but now. That's not the way the book reads. There's only now. That's the book. Okay. Yeah. So I like the mustard top too, Glenn. It's just stood out to me. There's also a cool blue that we bought, and my daughter and I will probably exchange tops when we. Do you want me to do Jamaican? I can do that. We can do Jamaican. I've got lots of friends that are Jamaican. That was a little Irish Jamaican. Gwenny Spencer. I need to start the show later. Everybody's joining in at the end. Make sure, everybody, that you like and share. So I see. Hi, Gwenny. I loved your meme the other day. Of course, I can't recall it right now, but it was definitely right up my alley. I forgot what it was. It was really funny, though. I laughed, and I even commented. And I get so many stuff on Facebook, I don't comment on everything. So if I comment on one of yours, you should be happy and honored. Yeah, right. Anyway, so Jamaican. Yeah, I can talk Jamaican, brother. But it sometimes will jump into Irish, because it's a bit of Irish there with the Jamaican, if you think about it. There's my Jamaican transition to Irish. Then when we speak with this kind of hoity-toity accent, this would be English. Hello. Yes. And by the way, I want to know, why on earth do we have to have soccer commentators with English accents? Well, it looks like he's going to pass the ball to Forthwith. And then from there, my Jamaican is horrible. It goes into Irish for some reason. But I have a wonderful, there we are. Because I think about how she talks, because she's truly Jamaican. What is horrible? What is no? See, all right, everybody. I have to educate you again. You have to write down what I said and then your response, because I talk so much, I don't even know what I say. So when you respond, no, it isn't, then I'm like, oh, what isn't? Because I just said 8 things and I can't remember anything I said. So she's rolling on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, laughing. Yes, Cheryl Bailey, thank you, dear. I hope you did fall out of your chair. I hope you didn't hurt your hip or anything. Ow. Yeah, so let me see here if I can do my Jamaican accent. Yeah, that's what it is. A bit of a Jamaican. When I do a bit of, it sounds like I'm going to Irish. Oh, Gwen, you hurt my feelings. Because my accents are better than yours are. You better know that right now off the top of your head. Gwenny Spencer. That's a good English name. Van Voorhees. Do you Dutch over there? Missy? What do you say about that? That's nothing. That's no accent whatsoever. I can do some accents, boy. Don't you know? I don't impersonate anybody, but I don't impersonate people, but I can do different types of accents that are just the, people from there a little bit. Except for people from there, they can't. And you ought to be able to relate to this accent, Alabamian, because that's how they all talk, a bunch of ignorant Alabamians. Woo! Man, this is divulging. Divulging. That's not the word. It's something. Somethinging. It's it's There is no E's in my last name. Okay, so it's Van Voorhis. Van Voors. Van Voors? Is that it? Van Voors? Your last name has 2 E's in it, Gwenny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Van Voors does not have any E's, you're right. But it looks like it should say Van Voorhis. It does. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure a lot of people do that to you, though. No, they don't. See? You did it again. I don't even know what the hell I said. And you're saying, no, they don't. That's my silentness. All right. If you haven't liked and shared, you better do that because I'm about to shut the show down for the day. We've gone over time as we almost always do. And yeah. So, you know what, Gwenny? I'm a linguist. Okay. I took linguistics. I know where from I'm speaking, Missy. You hear? You hear me, young lady? Van Voorhis. Yeah, well, that's fine, sir. That's very good. Thank you very much. And sometimes when you talk like this, I don't even know what that was. Listen, it depends on what part of Alabama you in, girl. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you go down into the sticks of Alabama and you're going to hear people talking like this. And if they got dogs out in the yard, you say, get on out of here. Yes, you do. You might be from Alabama if your front porch collapses and more than 3 dogs die. You might be from Alabama if you mow your front yard and find a car. You might be from Alabama if directions to your house include the words turn off the paved road. And you might be from Alabama if there's a washing machine on your front porch. How's that? Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Do you know why Gwenny's being so mean to me? I don't know. She's just being mean. Evil. But that's what her meme said the other day. If you're my friend, thank you because I'm a goofball. Something like that. And I'm the same. So I was like, oh, that's me too. Yeah. Tennessee talks more like this. If you want to talk to somebody from Tennessee, go in. It depends on where in Tennessee you're from. If you're from, Nashville, well, Nashville is a little bit more rounded because there's so many people live in Nashville from different cultures and different areas. So you can find people from all over the country that live in Nashville and visit Nashville. So all kind of voices. All kind of voices are there in Nashville, including this one, whichever one it is, and I don't know, but I've heard it before. Yes, it's a leprechaun. That's what it is. Hello, I'm a leprechaun. Don't eat me marshmallows. All right, it's time. It's time for me to get up. Why are you in a bad mood, Winnie? You're sweet. You should never be in a bad mood. You're a sweet lady. We all love you. Yes, we do. Except for... No, I'm kidding. I have no idea what I was going to say. Except for... All right. Well, it is time for the end of the show. Don't forget, guys, all of you, please, 4:30 today. We'll be back live and encouraging each other. I'll try to be funny. I know it's hard for me. Unless you ask Cheryl. And then she thinks I'm funny. That's only because she's a Bailey. All right, everybody. Peace to you. Peace to you out. And God bless you. Have a beautiful, glorious, wonderful rest of the day. I had to put that on there because I forgot to tell you guys tonight is Love Hacks. That was the intro to Love Hacks. So, but I just made it, so I was very proud of it. But yeah, watch. It's Love Hacks at 7:00 tonight. Join us and rock and roll.